nowadays, and so
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. The TTPS join us on now. You know what time it is. Inspector Michelle Lewis. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you, ma'am. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
And how are we this morning?
We are well into the carnival season.
You was in Pan yesterday?
I was not, but the TTPS, we have launched our carnival campaign for 2025, and it's entitled Ready, Set, No.
Ready,
set, no?
Yes, KNOW.
Oh.
Ready, set, no.
I was about to say, but what trouble is
Yes,
this?
ready, set,
So what are we ready for? What are we setting for? And what should we know?
Well, we are ready. The TTPS is ready. We are ready together with all the other stakeholders in relation for Carnival. We have done our groundwork, we have done our homework, and we have reviewed what worked last year, tweeted where we needed to for the state of emergency that we are currently in. And so, as a state organization in relation to security, we are very ready for Carnival 2025. We have set the tone in terms of the level of safety and security that persons can expect at national events. And we have seen it at the Junior Panorama, we have seen it at the semis Panorama last night, yesterday. And so the tone is set for that level of safety and security, particularly at national events for Carnival throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And the no is that we have also launched our WhatsApp channel to keep you in the know. So that with that WhatsApp channel, you would get information. Yes, you can. You will get information on where are the carnival routes, where are the congestions for traffic, where you can pass, where would be an easier route. You'll also get on that WhatsApp channel where has the public transport hubs been relocated to, so that you will know where you can go to get safe and reliable transportation.
Well, how do we join this WhatsApp channel?
I'm not
Well, on our so there is a link that you go on our TTPS on our Facebook page, and you would see the link.
Police service.
And look how we're going to do it live on TV.
Last
Go ahead.
time
TTPS.
Well, I don't know. You all have data on your phones
But
and
of
ready to
course.
go. Well, all right, and there we go.
So
you
I
go
just
onto
look
the
for
link.
TTPS on
You go onto our
Facebook?
Facebook page.
I look in for TTPS.
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah, you go onto our Facebook page,
Right.
and then you would see the link.
Okay.
And then you click on that link and you join the channel. You would
That's
also
not
get information in relation to the emergency,
Hold on.
medical emergency.
What is the official TTPS Facebook page? Because you want to went on the
Trinidad
last post was in July 27, 2018.
Oh.
No, you're on the wrong post.
So how much page are they
I don't know
have?
what post you're on. Remember, there's a lot of fake pages taking place right now in
Alright,
Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Is it spelled out Trinidad and
It
Tobago
is
Police
spelled out
Service?
Trinidad and Tobago
Okay, so it's
Police
not
Service.
TTPS.
No, Trinidad
And actually,
Tobago
you would
Police
also
Service.
see ACP Richard Smith
Okay.
speaking on it and all that it has. So just where you are there, you would see the link. So that was posted 1 day ago. So for Rockers, this is how you this is the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service page.
Trinidad and Tobago
page,
Police
and see if we
Service.
can
That's the
show-
official page, right?
Yeah, that's the official Facebook page.
Nice.
And there is the link there.
I'm clicking the link now.
You click in the link. So you're joining our Facebook
Okay.
channel.
Which link? The contact us link?
No, the link underneath
Me and Ian
WhatsApp.com.
Marcos?
You have to scroll down. It was a day
In
ago.
2025,
Oh.
okay? Not
Ooh.
2020.
Perhaps at
My goodness gracious
And the
me.
link is where?
The link is just
At the
above.
bottom. Okay, okay, okay.
So here we go. Trinidad and Tobago Police Service channel, 849 followers.
Yes.
Protecting and serving the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago with pride. The official WhatsApp channel of the TTPS.
Yes. So
There
that
you
is
go.
the know in our campaign, so that you'll get real-time information in relation to medical emergencies, where you can access it when you need it. You'll also get safety tips in relation to Carnival, your personal safety, the safety of your belongings, the safety of your family, and all of that. So we are really bringing the information both to the locals and the tourists, so that they have that information at their fingertips, literally, in relation to safety and security.
Now, as you mentioned, safety and security, something we've seen also in discussion is the no drone zone. And it's the first thing
Yes.
that came up.
Yes.
Like, so
Yes,
let's
because
talk about that.
Panorama was yesterday.
And
Right.
there were drones.
Yes, so the TTPS, the TTPS, the
Okay.
National Security had drones.
Okay.
And that is to ensure, so it's a no zone area, no drone
No drone.
for persons
NDZ.
who are not in the National Security Fraternity. So not
Okay.
TTPS or anything like that.
Right. Now, this notice says is no drone zones include Port of Spain, Chaguaramas, Caroni, Pointe-a-Pierre, Point Lisas, Point Fortin, and Galeota.
Wow.
Yes.
Within 5 kilometers of any manned aircraft operation, including the boundary of any airport.
Yes.
Within 2 kilometers of any helipad.
Yes.
And at an altitude of over 400 feet over any crowded area or over any public event.
Yes.
So when we've been seeing drones at fetes or at events.
It's illegal. For anything that is not the TTPS, it is illegal.
So is it that persons can't get permission? Is there no permission granting if you go through a process or whatever the case may be?
Well, they definitely have to go through the process through the civil aviation.
Okay.
And they would have to deem whether they are fit to have permission regarding the event in particular. So that if it is they don't have permission, then it can be shut down.
Yeah. Can I ask, Inspector, why? Why we have no drone zones? So what is the safety precaution?
Well, so in reading that, you recognize that a lot of the areas are places that have aircrafts flying, the airport, Point Lisas, and different areas. Persons also utilize the drones for criminal intent. And so there are some areas that are absolutely no-fly zone for security purposes, security reasons, right? And so these are some of the things that we look at and take into consideration in relation to that. Now, some promoters may want to utilize that to be able to capture certain things.
Right.
Yeah. So you just have to make sure that you get the permission. You also have to remember that there are electrical wires in different areas which can also cause a hazard and a danger to persons who are using those drones in a very callous and haphazard way. So there are guidelines in relation to it to ensure security of persons and the safety of persons as well.
Inspector, you said getting permission. What is the process? Because what we've seen over the carnival season is, you have to apply for maybe like licenses and that sort of thing, especially when it comes to fetes, for example. This that we now have in front of us, how soon do we need to apply for permission? Is there a particular criteria that needs to be met? Because let's be fair, we've already seen in the past 2 to 3 weeks drone footage coming out of numerous events. So
this is not a new thing,
Okay.
This is not new. This is something that happens all the time. You'll see it for Independence Day, you'll see it for Carnival year after year. It's a reminder to persons to know to go through the process. As we would say in relation to the road restrictions and the granting of access and that kind of thing. These are not new. It's just information that we bring to the public at the seasonal times that we need to do when we see that it's getting out of hand. So the details in relation to it, I don't have it readily, but it's a process that persons can go through and receive through the relevant authority.
Which would be civil aviation?
Yes, through civil aviation.
Not national security?
No, civil aviation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say you don't have any idea as to how long the process would take?
No, I don't. Not at this time. Correct. Yeah,
okay, and this applies all through the year? This is only for this season?
No, it applies all through the year, but what you see happening at certain times is that persons who have drones, who may have it in their own personal space, tend to bring it out a little more at this time.
But that thing to shoot?
Yeah. Well, so we have to guide you, right? We definitely have to guide you that in some cases, it's not lawful to do it without permission, particularly in certain areas. And it can really cause danger to persons because if you have, for example, the Queen's Park, Savannah, we have the hospital there, if a helicopter is going to land there, and you have your drone flying there, it can be dangerous. And so there are areas that are no-fly zones. So the officers who are attached to the air support in TTPS, they are guided by the routes and all that. So they know they know their stuff, they know what they're doing. And so it's really a reminder to persons of not to utilize these things in a very callous and haphazard way.
Tell me about the penalties involved with if you find a drone in the no-drone zone.
Well, I don't have that information readily yet. I'm not too sure if it is there, but I know there are some fines that are high.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see the fines on the document. That's why I was asking. I was wondering if they're going to shoot it out of the sky or they're just going to find the person or how does it work?
If they're going to...
Should we drone out of the sky? Because it's a dangerous... You said it's a safety precaution, right? So if somebody is illegally flying a drone in the sky, I would imagine they would want it to come down.
Yeah, but not by shooting it down rockers.
Well, how are you finding the person who controlling the drone in a crowd?
I am sure there are other ways of...
Well, you tell me. I asking. No, I'm not a police. I don't know.
Shooting it down out of the sky.
Like pelt something.
Pelt a big stone behind the big stone will land on somebody.
And then that would be an injury to person.
Exactly.
Or damage to property.
So then how do we go about finding?
But you know, there is an area for the if you have a drone, right, you can't fly too far.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they will have mechanisms in which the officers will be able to determine where this drone is coming from. There are a lot of electronical devices and that can support
an EMP behind it and
that
just
type of thing. So that persons would so that it wouldn't cause injury or harm by shooting it out of the sky or pelting a stone or rock or anything like that.
Wow.
Remember in the
No
Flintstone
projectiles. None whatsoever. Inspector.
But yes. So the WhatsApp channel really gives information to persons, both to locals and to visitors. And so we encourage you to join the channel so that you get that information in real time.
Now, Inspector, as you mentioned, the WhatsApp channel again, I saw the Carnival 2025 public notice has also been released, and we haven't really sat down and gone through that particularly yet, so hopefully we can as time goes on. But for now, what would you say for, of course, you already have foreigners who are here, they are traversing through Trinidad and Tobago. What would be your main recommendations for them, aside from becoming a member of the WhatsApp channel?
All right, so apart from that, your personal safety is important. So when you're going out to events, ensure that you go out in groups, persons who you are familiar with. Do not take drinks from strangers or persons you are not familiar with. And ensure that if English is not your first language or you do not know English very well, that you are with someone who knows English language very well and who will be able to assist you in moving around. Right? That's simple. We know that we have persons from all over the world who come to Carnival to Trinidad and Tobago to enjoy this time. And we know that English is not the language that they all speak. So that ensure that you have someone who can speak English language who will be able to help you and take you around so that you are not taken advantage of when persons recognize that you are not a trainee. Right? So we want you to be very mindful. Do not wear a lot of jewelry. Keep it simple. Keep the amount of cash that you have to a minimum. And so that you're not an easy target where, your experience here would not be the nice, memorable one that we want you to have. Yeah. But we have Kiddies Carnival coming up this weekend. Right. Throughout Port of Spain, St. James area. Yeah. And so for parents who have children going out for Carnival and playing mass within any of the bands or just going as a spectator, remember to have the child's name, address, contact number, posted inside or stuck within their clothing, not outside that members of the public can see it and call the child, and the child thinks it's someone that they know. But inside, and the child knows that it is there. Should the child get lost, the child will be able to provide that information to a police officer in uniform. So you let the child know that if something happens to you, look for a police officer in uniform who can help you. And if the child is in a band, let the child know who are the persons in the band that they can look for help from. And if it is that your child is actually playing mass, it would be a good thing to go with the child as well.
I know. So
that is the ideal thing. We know sometimes you have to work, but that will be the ideal thing.
Send somebody with the child.
That there's someone, especially when the children are very young, because, everybody in the same costume can easily, walk away. When children have to utilize the rest facilities, go with the child. The child is young. You can go with the child to ensure that no one inside there exposes the child to any type of sexual, criminal charge, right?
Or activity of any kind.
Exposure of any kind. Yeah. Also, we want persons to remember to inform your children not to take drinks from strangers, and know who are the persons in charge of the band. Ensure that there are sufficient adult supervisions for the band so that the children are well supervised in that area. Let the child know your name, that your name is not mommy or daddy or auntie, but that your name is, Jane Brown, as the case may be, and that the child knows how to get in contact with you. The child has a contact number for you, and it is readily available. Sometimes when children become afraid, they kind of forget, right? So it's good to have it inside their clothing on a lanyard within, that should they need it, it is there. Of course, you will see police officers throughout. Usually we normally have a lost and found close to somewhere by the judging areas, so that if something or someone is lost, that person or item is brought there.
All right, well, Inspector, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us these tips this morning. Ready,
Most
set, no?
welcome. Ready, set, no.
No.
Yeah, ready.
Carnival 2025 and the TTPS is doing the best that they can to make sure that we are as safe as possible, and you have a role to play in that as well, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a quick break and come back with more on the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Say thanks to the police all around, especially.
My son was a good boy. I know, you're a carnival baby. You like pan, you like juve, you like to jump up and like yourself, you like your fettered. But I know you not going and leave mama good son home alone by yourself. You find a responsible adult to take care of mama good son while you out there fettered and liking yourself. Because we know the best carnival is a safe carnival. Mama good son. Mama good son. Mama good son. No get gone down. No get gone down.